Welcome everybody. We are so glad you're here once again for episode 2 of Quarantime Live, our show. This is going to be so much fun. I cannot tell you how many cool things we're going to have here today. But as always, we need to start with our warm-up. And as you see, I have my mat. Very important, yet again, always have a mat if you're going to warm up. Here we go. Everyone do it with me now. Here we go. Big smile. Take your hand, put it here, and like this, okay? Now take your other hand and put it like that, okay? Good, now we'll go this way. Okay, now, there we go. All warmed up. I hope you're feeling ready because this is a great show and we have lots of things to do. Now, people always ask me, they say, oh my gosh, Josh, how is it you balance things so well? If you remember from the last episode, I balanced a spoon on my nose. I balanced a fork on my nose. I like to balance things. It's one of my special skills. I balance all sorts of things. I'll show you this here. I've got some juggling rings. People asked me last week, they said, can you do a little more juggling? So I'll show you a little bit of juggling here, but that's not the point of these rings. We're going to do something even more amazing. We're going to take this up here like this, balance it just like that. Like that. I think that one was pretty cool. If you're at home, please clap. I'll wait. Still waiting. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Now, if you're looking to learn how to balance things on your own, this is how it's done. This is how I started when I was a kid. It's very simple, and you can do it too. You get yourself a broom. Any broom will do. You want to get one that's, pretty tall, so on and so forth, just like that. Got your bristles and your bottom down there, up and down like that. Then you take it, hold your hand like this, place your hand underneath the broom, and then look at the top and balance it. Now, I can do this without even looking. It's a special skill I have that I can balance it without... Yeah, all right, fine. I'll balance it for real. You look at the top and you move your hand underneath it as you balance it, keeping your eye on the top as you move your hand underneath it to balance it. You can balance all sorts of things this way, and if you can get better and better and better, maybe you can do a pencil or something else even smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Peacock feathers are pretty awesome too. And then you want to try balancing at different places, on your elbow or on your finger, on your nose, not up your nose, but you can also do it like this here, even on your foot. Watch this. Like that. All sorts of really cool tricks that you can do with balancing, and I hope you give it a try. But you know what? When I do a show, when I'm balancing things or doing anything, my costume is incredibly important. In today's episode, we are very fortunate to go into Ginger's costume shop. She's going to show us all around all the cool things that she has in there, all the kind of costumes and things that Circus Kaput uses. So here we go. All right, going into the costume shop. Da-da. This is where all the magic happens. I'm going to put you guys right there. So nice to see all of you. Thank you for coming to our show today. How do we look?
Hi, oh my gosh, Josh.
Oh, hey, Miss Ginger. I see you're wearing a costume too.
This is one of the costumes that I've performed in several times, and I thought the viewers at home might like to see me in costume.
I'm guessing that you are some kind of apple salesman.
This is a costume I wore at the Missouri Botanical Garden a few times to be a fortune-telling witch. So I have
you're a witch.
Dress, I have a wig, and I have a hat. And then I have some little props that I bring with me because, as you know, people don't get to usually see our costume shop, and this is where all the costumes and props are. But first, oh my gosh, Josh, you've been doing so well with your eating.
Yeah.
And trying to eat healthy.
I have been eating healthy.
And since we're not able to leave the house, you're having to eat healthy food and not
Lots
fast food.
Yes.
So I wanted to give you a little reward. I brought you a box of candy.
A
delicious.
box of...
It's sugar-free.
A sugar-free candy.
You can feel really good about it. Go ahead and dig right
Oh
now.
my, really? For
Okay.
me?
For you.
Oh, this is so exciting. Sugar-free candy. Wait. That's not candy.
It's candy.
No, that is not candy. Boys and girls, that is Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
That's Brussels. I don't want Brussels sprouts.
All right. You can fix these later.
I'll cook you dinner. That's my wife, everybody, right there.
Don't tell anyone. I'm Ginger the costumer today, and we are going to talk about some of the famous costumes you have worn. Oh my gosh, Josh.
It's true. You have costumed me in many different ways.
Do you remember the time you had to be Frankenstein?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I had the Frankenstein hat. That was kind of cool. We were in the Halloween theme here, you and me. Look at that.
You were a juggling Frankenstein, and you had to juggle, and we painted your face green to match the hat.
Yeah, that's right. I was painted totally green, and you're an expert painter, so that's how that worked. That was cool. What else
some
was
of your other favorite costumes?
I liked being the police officer that one
Oh,
time.
I do
you
have
remember that? I was a police officer, and I wore this mask because everyone knows police officers always wear a mask.
Oh my gosh, Josh, that is a Mardi Gras mask. Get that off.
What?
That's not your police mask.
I'm a police officer.
There are no masks for police officers.
Okay.
The viewers at home know that.
Okay, everybody knows that as a police officer, I wore this beret. Oh, I am the police. Open up and bring your French bread.
Get it off. That's not the police hat at all.
Okay, all right. Then was it this? Was it this right here? Was it when I wore this headband here?
No, that wasn't it.
Okay, look, Star Trek.
No. Okay, oh my gosh, Josh, this was the police jacket that I had to search far and wide to find on eBay because the customer had asked for a vintage police officer. They wanted you to come to their event and pretend like you were a police officer from the old days.
Oh,
So
yeah,
maybe
that's
when
right.
you put it on, you'll remember what your act sounded
Oh,
like.
yes, that's right. I was an old-time cop. That's right. I was like, hey there, boys and girls, you behave yourselves. Yeah, see? And I had this baton. That's right. And I had the policeman's cap, too. That was kind of cool. Excuse me. Pardon me. My policeman. There I was. And I was a policeman on patrol. Very serious. Wait. Oh, that was good.
Good.
Oh.
Okay, let's put it back away so it looks nice.
That's true.
And I believe there's some other costumes here that you might remember too.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
I think we forgot the dog. This is another one of Oh My Gosh Josh's costumes that he looked really nice in. This is a traditional circus performer that we had in the shop back
Oh yeah,
there.
yeah. That was my ringmaster
That
coat.
was your ringmaster coat.
Oh, do you remember this when I was a pirate? I was a pirate, and I had this pirate hat, and I looked so cool. The
That's
pirate hat.
my pirate
No,
hat.
this was my pirate hat, and I had a pirate sword.
That's not a pirate sword.
What do you mean? It's a pirate
That's
sword.
the Viking sword, remember?
Oh, the Viking sword. The Viking sword. Here we go. I am Lothar of the Hill People.
Okay.
No. Okay. All right. Fine. Well, why don't you show us some more stuff around here?
Well, what I thought I would do, oh my gosh, Josh, is show the viewers at home how I work on sewing. So today, oh my gosh, Josh wanted to look really nice for a special friend who's coming over.
That's true. I have a very special friend joining us here today that I love to perform for, and I wanted to show him a great costume.
You are going to have this is going to be part of your costume right here that I'm working on right now. This is my sewing machine, and I'm going to do a little demonstration to show the people at home how a sewing machine works, just in case you haven't seen one. Now, I first used a sewing machine in 6th grade, so maybe some of the kids at home know how old somebody is in 6th grade, but it was about 11 or 12, and that's a good age to start using a sewing machine. I first learned to sew a pillow at school, and with basically those skills are what I still use now to sew. So here are 2 pieces of fabric. I'm going to demonstrate what I would do if I wanted to sew 2 pieces of fabric together to be stuck together, like say I was building a vest or something like that. So in order to create a seam, I'm going to fold over each piece and pin them together. So I do this all the time when I'm making different costumes or just, you know, repairing sometimes costumes. And like I say, I learned on a pillow, which is an easy thing to sew on a sewing machine. And then from there, I learned how to make a pair of shorts. And my school had a home economics class where everybody got to learn. So here's my sewing machine, and you can see it lights up. I'm going to take the 2 pieces, pin together, and put the foot down. They call this part the foot. And then I have a pedal on the ground that I'm going to punch with my foot, just like you'd step on a pedal in the car. And the machine is going right over the 2 pieces of fabric, right over the pins. There we go. I'll take the pins out, and you'll see that we've made a nice seam here out of the 2 pieces. So they're going to stay together nice and strong.
That is amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And I think you have some more hats around here of yours.
Look at that.
Josh.
Check that out. That is my chef hat. I wear that when I do a juggling chef act. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of what I like to do most of all, which is cooking in the kitchen. So we're going to go up to the kitchen and make a snack. Boy, do I have something amazing for you. Here we go. Here we go. All right, we are in our costume shop now. I built my own little costume shop this week. As you can see, we've got a lot of cool stuff going on in here. There we are. Okay, good. Now, my costume shop has all sorts of really cool things in it. I wanted to build my own costume shop. If you remember last week, I had my very own spaceship. Well, this week I decided to build my own costume shop. Now, here we go. I'm going to go up here and we'll show you as we're going. You see, I have my scissors and I have my my markers there. And over here, I've got some pictures of famous fashion designers. There's a guy named Zoldy here who's pretty cool. He designed stuff for RuPaul. And over here, we've got Edith Head. She won a lot of awards for being a great fashion designer. And up in the back over here, you might actually see that's Christian Dior. He's a pretty cool fashion designer as well. I like all sorts of fashion. I like to check out all sorts of cool stuff. My shirt I'm wearing is actually Alan Flusser. It's a pretty cool brand. And then back over here, I don't know if you know who that guy is. Well, that's David Bowie. If you want to know more about him, ask your parents. All right, here we go. Today's cooking lesson, we have something really special and fun. Your dentist will definitely thank you if you make this. Here we have popcorn, and we have some sprinkles, and we have some pink M&Ms, we have some pretzels, gummy bears, marshmallows with white chocolate. We're gonna make what I like to call bunny bait. because it's springtime. Now, as I go, wait a second, I'm forgetting something. I always forget something when I get to this. Wait, oh, sorry, yes, thank you. I have to wash my hands. Okay, here we go. Now, as you know, I have my favorite washing hand song. It's the alligator song. We're going to do verse 2 today. Here we are, nice and warm, not too warm. The alligator is my friend. He likes to kiss and flirt. I'd rather have him as my friend than wear him as my shirt. Alligator. 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 Can be your friend, can be your friend, can be your friend too. My hand washing song. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how to make bunny bait. Now, when I make this, like I said, I prepped all this stuff earlier, and my chocolate and my marshmallows, I did a little special step. A lot of people like to cook this on the stovetop. I do it a little bit different because it's a lot easier to do. You set your oven to 375, or have your parents help you, of course. Set your oven to 375, and then you take your marshmallows and you take your white chocolate and you put it in one of these. It's a food processor. It chops it up. That's going to be important. Instead of it melting all throughout and putting just chunks in there, that makes it nice and diced, as you can see. It almost looks like popcorn in and of itself. Now I've got my baby marshmallows and my white chocolate, and now we begin. We start with a layer of popcorn. Get a good layer in there. And then add some gummy bears, Gummibärchen. And now we add some pretzels. We add some of these M&Ms. We add some sprinkles. Ooh. Now, honestly, you can make this with just about anything you have. If you have lots of other things that you want to put in it, you can put all sorts of things inside here. You don't have to worry about, what stuff you put in. You can put in all sorts of things. I've seen people make popcorn with cayenne pepper and other stuff like that. And I like to sprinkle that in the top because that melts down as it goes. It melts it down inside there. A little more of each thing here. A little more of this here. There we go. And you can feel free to get messy. I think cooking should be messy. If you've seen my kitchen when I'm cooking, it is definitely a mess. Wouldn't you say, Miss Ginger? Yeah, she agrees. All right, here we go. A little more of that. And then we're going to go ahead and put the rest of that in there. Just like that. Sprinkle that all on top. And we can mix it up just a little bit there. Make sure it settles down inside. And now that chocolate and those marshmallows will get down in there. And as it cooks, it's going to cook down inside and make all those ooey gooey things come together. A little more on top here. Ooh, that's good. A little more Gummibärchen. And lastly, more sprinkles. Now I like to save some sprinkles for later when it's all done. All right, we take this, goes on here like that, put our foil on top, and then for 15 minutes, this goes in the oven. 15 minutes in the oven at 375, just like that. And through the miracle of modern technology, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Oh, it's done. Look what we have here. There's some bunny bait for you. And as you can see, I made some special for my friends right here too. I'm gonna make one last cut right there. Got our bunny bait. Yummy. That's good. My weight loss coach Burgundy from Mackerel Works, she's gonna have to yell at me for this one. Well, speaking of snacks, I love to make snacks for friends when they come over. And you always want to make sure that when you eat something like this, you don't eat a lot. You make a small portion of that so you can have like a cup of this so you don't overdo it. Even though it's really, really good, we have to be careful when we eat stuff like this with so much sugar that we don't overdo it. And we have a guest out here, and I would share some of this with him after the show. So here we go. Come on out. All right, heading outside. And I have some friends here that I would like you to meet. Let's see who's out here. Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kori Kazoo.
Hello.
How's it going, Kori Kazoo?
How's it going? I'm good. How are you, Josh?
Oh, good. I'm so glad to see you. You know, you're working on all sorts of really cool stuff. You have a new show that you're putting out, a magic show. You already do like another show, which is really cool. It's called what?
Razzle and Dazzle.
Razzle and Dazzle. And what is Razzle and Dazzle?
Razzle and Dazzle. Well, I work with another performer, and both of us, we do juggling together and magic and all sorts of fun and comedy.
Now, you've done other stuff too. Like you've been a Jedi before, like
yeah.
you're Rey sometimes, and you do like a Moana type show.
Oh, yeah, lots of hula.
Right. But your show, the Kori Kazoo show, that's all you, right?
All me. Just me.
Now, have you always been into show business?
I have, actually. I grew up with an entertainer, and I brought him here today.
You brought someone here with you?
I brought my dad.
Your dad? Who is your dad?
Well, he's not just any dad.
No.
He is Babaloo.
Babaloo!
Thanks, Kori. Hey, look, I have a spotlight. Thanks, son. Thanks, Dad. Clap your hands, come on. Clap your feet. Clap your knees. Clap your elbows. Clap your face. Ouch, 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 ouch. Clap your hands, come on. Well, I'm not a genius. I just play and I sing. I've been around some, and I have learned a few things. You got to make good choices in every little thing you do. Man, and I've made some bad ones. I'd like to share one with you. Don't go down the slide naked. No, don't take the chance. Don't go down the slide naked. You got to always wear pants. You might burn your bottom. Yeah, you can rub your rear raw. Don't go down the slide naked. And stay off the seesaw. So Kori, what you been doing with all the spare time?
With all this spare time?
Yeah.
Well, I've been juggling and,
Yeah? Ask me what I've been doing.
well, Babaloo, what have you been doing?
Well, we ran out of toilet paper about a week ago, so I've been Googling how to improvise.
Oh, looks good.
Hey, you know what? Josh has a great house out here, and but the weather's nice, but I heard there's a big chance of bubbles.
Bubbles.
Oh, there's a cloud right here. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Oh, no.
A bubble
Here it
cloud.
comes, a bubble cloud. Hold on, Kori. Kori, catch a bubble, Kori. Catch a bubble. Catch a bubble.
Okay,
catch
Dad.
a bubble.
I'll catch
Catch a
him.
bubble. Whew, look at that. Oh. Good thing about bubble storms is they pass very quickly. Okay, I'm going to sing a song now.
Okay.
You guys all know this song really well. Best part about this song is Kori is going to do an amazing lead solo. It's going to be awesome. She's going to rock. It's going to be okie dokie. You ready? By the way, can you guys follow directions? Can you? Let's find out for sure. Everybody, pay attention to my little friend. Best friend, actually. Arms out. Arms up. Arms down. Up. Down. Down. Up. That way. That way. That way. Okay. Great job. Ready, Kori?
I'm ready.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Wait a minute. We're supposed to have a dancer out here, a dancing crew. There's supposed to be some dancers. Josh, we said we wanted dancers, okay? It's in the contract. Seriously. They'll come out. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Well, if you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Happy and you know it, clap your hands, everybody. Oh, yeah, more. Happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Come on, boy. Happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. Happy and you know it. Come on, stomp your feet out there. Oh, if you're happy and you know it, shout. Sissy Babalooba!
Sissy Babalooba!
If you're happy, you know it, shout. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat!
That's our dancing crew?
I'm the dancing crew.
Okay.
I'm a safe distance. See, 6 feet.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
She shush the seashore.
All I want is proper coffee.
All I want.
Cup
of coffee.
Ever happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Happy and you know it, shout hooray!
Hooray!
Okay, guys, you ready for Kori's big awesome solo?
Big solo.
Come on, Kori, rock and roll. What are you doing? What about the guitar?
Yeah, seriously, what's going on?
Wait. What are you doing? It's not, okay. Go. Okay. She's Kori Kazoo. Catch your hands for Kori Kazoo. Woo! Kori, that was so awesome. I forgot where I was. Well, if you're happy and you know it, pick your note. No. Wrong words. Wrong words. Let's try that again. Hey, if you're happy and you know it, scratch your. No. No.
Not gonna happen.
Oh. I remember now. If you're happy and you know it. Jump up and down! Come on, Josh. Up and down. If you're happy and you know it, jump up and down. Well, if you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. Happy and you know it. Come on, jump up and down, guys. Stomp your feet. Woo! Shout hooray! Hooray! I can't hear you. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy, you know it. Josh, do a jig. Clap your hands. Give it up for Josh and Kori and me. Kori, that was amazing. You know what? I'm so glad it's, I need to give you, give Dad a hug.
Dad, social distancing.
Oh, come on, Kori.
You can't do that.
No.
Dad, get away.
Don't do it, go.
Save the toilet paper! Save the toilet paper! This is valuable! We can't get any more!
Okay, Kori, put it back on the roll right now.
On the roll, Kori. We might need this.
All right.
It's toilet paper.
What a tragedy.
All right. Here, take that. Take that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you had fun here today, as much fun as we did. This is Babaloo. You should check him out. He's pretty awesome. Eat some snacks and have some fun. Enjoy your time while you can. Wait till you see what we got coming this Thursday. We've got some really cool stuff. We got Sammy J, Balloon Creations, going to be here. He's going to create all sorts of really cool balloon stuff. Plus, we're going to have a giant pumpkin. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time with us here today. But that's the show.